Hello! Welcome to Squid Essays. Inking your academic pen. My name is Julie and I will be your instructor as we read through the programming languages. The article source is embedded in the video description below. Feel free to read along. Please note that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay for as little as $10 a page at Squid Essays. The link is in the description. A programming language can be defined as a simulated language that is created to show computations that can be done by a machine such as a computer. Programming languages are used to design programs that manage the behavior of a computer. They do so by performing and computing algorithms or as a resource so that people can communicate. These algorithms are able to control hardware and software devices such as printers, disk drives, and robots. A lot of programming languages have some type of conditions or form and semantics that the code has to be written in. Some languages such as the program C are defined by a specification document which has an ISO standard. Others have a general implementation that can be used as a reference like the program Perl. The earliest programming languages have been created way before the computer was even created. Instead of directing computers, A9AYTZ2Y1T was used to direct the different actions of machines to objects such as player pianos. There has been thousands of programming languages that have been created primarily for the computers. Every year more and more languages are created. Most of the programming languages that were created describe computation in a series of commands. Programming languages that hold functional programming or logic programming such as these use other forms of description. A well-known program by the name of C++ is a statically typed, free-form, multi-paradigm, compiled, general-purpose programming language. It is identified as a middle-level language that involves a mixture of both high-level and low-level language features. C++ was created by Bjorn Stroustrup in 1979. It is a programming language that was designed as an upgrade to the programming language called C. C++ was originally named C with classes but was renamed C++ in 1983. C++ added classes, then virtual functions, operator overloading, multiple inheritance, templates, and exception handling among other features. C++ is a very famous and popular programming language that has ever created. C++ is used just about everywhere in the software design incorporation. It consists of application domains that have system software, application software, device drivers, embedded software, high-performance server and client applications, and entertainment software such as video games. Many companies such as Microsoft and Intel and Borland provide free C++ compiler software. C++ is not only used for software design but for hardware design as well. Java, which is a programming language created by James Gosling, was released in 1995. It served as a vital part of the Sun Microsystems Java platform. Java takes most of its syntax and style of code from C and C++ but has an easier object model and less low-level libraries and facilities. Java programs and applications are normally compiled into bytecode that can run on any Java virtual machine no matter what type of computer it is. Java is general-purpose, concurrent, class-based, and object-oriented, and is specifically designed to have as few implementation dependencies as possible. It was designed to let people who develop applications so that they only have to write a program once and run it anywhere. Many programmers that use Java say that it is one of the most influential programming languages of the 20th century. Java is used worldwide to design everything from software to web applications. Python, another famous programming language, is a general-purpose high-level programming language whose design philosophy emphasizes code readability. Python tries to merge power with a syntax that is understandable. It contains a standard library that is large and broad. Its use of indentation for block delimiters is unusual among popular programming languages. Python was designed to be an object-oriented high-level program. Because it has high-level built-in data structures along with intertwine with dynamic typing and binding, makes it attractive to rapid application development. Not only that, it's also good for scripting language to connect existing files or programs together. Python has a very easy syntax structure which is not hard to learn. It stresses readability which reduces the price of program preservation. Python supports packages along with modules that support a program's modularity and the reuse of code. A programming language known as a high-level language allows a programmer to write programs and applications on a computer that doesn't rely on a specific make or model. They are closer to the human language and not so close to machine languages. Unlike high-level languages, assembly languages are known to be low-level because they relate closely to machine language. A computing language that have algorithms and statements that relate to many machine language instructions is known as a high-level language. They were created to make coding a lot easier. They are easier to read, write and maintain than any low-level language. In order for the computer to understand a high-level language, it is run through a compiler which translates the high-level language into machine code. The first high-level programming language was created in the 1950s. Today, there are dozens of different languages that are each unique in their own way. A language that gives little or no abstraction is known as a low-level programming language. It is a computer language that consists of mnemonics that automatically matches to machine language instructions. A low-level language doesn't need a compiler to function. It has a processor that allows the language that was written to be able to run the code without using either one. One that writes programming languages for computers used to execute their functions is known as a computer programmer. He or she performs the tasks that are given to them from a computer software engineer. In order to be computer programmers, one must have a bachelor's degree in math, information systems or either computer science. Some people take computer science courses while earning a degree in accounting, business, or finance. Programming skills and experience are highly valued in the computer science field, especially with the knowledge of object-oriented languages such as Java and C++. It is important that as time passes, computer programmers must always improve their skills to keep up with today's constantly changing technology. After acquiring enough experience in programming, one may be promoted to a higher position. Someone who has business experience will most likely become a programmer analyst or systems analyst. Someone with expert knowledge and experience with a specific language or operating system may end up with a job as a computer software engineer. A typical day, a computer programmer may consist of correcting errors and rechecking a program to make sure that the correct results are being produced as output, monitoring trial runs of software applications and programs to make sure that the instructions are correct and that it will output correct information, compiling and taking note of program development by entering comments in the coded instructions so that other people who use the program will be able to understand it, and updating and writing computer programs for software. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me. I hope you enjoyed learning about the programming languages as much as I did. Kindly remember that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay at Squid Essays for as little as $10. The link is in the description. See you next time.